Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Christo. This is Terra Invicta. Thank you so very much for joining me. Camera is a little low, probably because I was hunched over recording yesterday. Did record like 8 hours. Sorry I was a bit quiet in the last episode. Probably just because it was late, but I've also turned up the gain on my mic a little bit today, so should be less of that. Right, so it's a new day, so let me just do a quick assessment of the global situation. America has unified with Canada, thereby weakening its armies, but increasing its defense against enthralls because, as I had forgotten, but someone pointed out in Discord, and I happened to see it. Oh, these are new. Build facility. Construct a research base to support alien operations and transportation. Allow us to transfer them direct control of Earth's nations. Requires at least 15 abductions in the region. One of the many reasons you want to try and resist abductions. Grant alien control. Transfer the nation to the alien administration. We must have built a facility there. Yeah, so we mustn't... Ideally, we want to not have the servants control many places. Obviously, there's limited degree to which we can stop that. But certainly maybe trying to actively make sure the servants have no nukes might be a good idea. Alright, Thrall elites. Yeah, so it's enthrall... It's enthrall elites that's the problem. Where is it? Enthrall elites. So defending modifiers, nation size. And this is number of regions, I believe. So that's definitely useful. Crackdown, I'm sure, is a negative defensive modifier. It's not very clearly listed. But it's okay. And yeah, keep xenoforming low. Keep support of servants, which I think is what they mean by proxies, low. Don't be in a federation with servants control. Don't have servants adjacent to you. That's what we can do to reduce their attacking modifiers. And don't let abductions take place. And then be large. Have high council science. Defense? Ooh. Does defend... sorry, just like... what's it called? Whatever the defensive modifier thing you can put not help? That's interesting. I need to ask about that. Am I reading this right? That defend interest does nothing against enthrall? Am I reading? Maybe we should stop defending interests. Because I don't feel threatened. There'll be some exceptions. Like if we were trying to take, Mongolia, we defend interests there. But like China... Eurasia, European Union, India, US. I'm not concerned that human councils are going to take these points from me. It just doesn't seem realistic. Interesting. Now, the situation in India is that the cohesion here is just staggeringly low. Oh, it's much less bad than it was. Wait a minute. We might be able to get this positive. Wasn't there a minus 22 before? But yeah, we got 6 from a government type because we're so totalitarian. Which is not ideal in many ways. Maybe I should just accept that it's totalitarian until we can get it a little bit more cohesive. And stop investing so much in knowledge here. Instead, just focus on welfare. In fact, I think I am going to do that. We will hopefully put China into knowledge in the future. For now, let's just try and fix the inequality. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not completely abandoning knowledge, but that's the idea. Got to make sure this subversion stays low. So this right now starts at 20.25. Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, minus 44, not 4.4, 44 from inequality. So yeah, we're just going to focus on the inequality with a little bit on GDP. Maybe 24% on GDP. That seems okay. And Unity spend, yeah, the only reason of Unity spending is to try and prevent aliens from gaining popularity here. It's not to actually try and buy cohesion. Okay, good. Now in India, there's no one I can really unify India with. Let me check the tech tree. Are there more Indian ones that we can do? What was the previous one called? Might have something to do with partition, like undo partition. Is it this? No. India. Greater India. Okay, Greater India is complete and leads to no further projects. Okay, so there's nowhere else we can unify India into, unless we can unify it into the House of Islam and like the Greater Caliphate. Does this include India? Baku, Dhaka. No, Dhaka's in Iraq. I don't recognize any of these areas as being in India. We may want to try and do the Caliphate, by the way. I think what this does is it spits out the Caliphate as a subject of, like, they emerge in this region, but it gives them claims on a lot of stuff. Because what I'm thinking about, obviously, our current Unity project is unifying places into China, which will, I mean, hopefully it will help the inequality, basically. It won't help the cohesion because of the geographical population distribution, but that's okay. We should ally the European Union as well. Well, it doesn't really matter if they're allied to the European Union, actually. Maybe I should rival them now, because, again, the Unity is just not going to happen. I want to keep them rival to India, to help both of their cohesions. Well, mostly India's cohesion. The thing is, they all have to be allied to, as long as they're all allied to the US, it's okay. That's the main thing. We should also disband the Chinese army. Okay, but yeah, the main Unity project we're doing right now is the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Is that what it's called? No, Pan-Asian Combine. Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, that's the Japanese thing, isn't it? So we're going to unify East Asia into China as much as we can. Partly just to get it under our control, not least because there's a bunch of nukes lying around. South Korea has nukes, North Korea has nukes, Vietnam has nukes. Does Malaysia? No. Singapore has nukes. So there's lots of places here that I think China will be able to get claims on that we can unify in. And then I need to basically think about South America and Africa. Basically the two that we don't have any control over. And the problem with us not having control is that we've just read in the Codex thing, so I in law know that there can be an alien ground invasion. And we need to be able to react to the alien ground invasion. We need to be able to have basically, ideally, an alliance between the US and wherever the aliens invade. The easiest way to do that is to try and, directly control the land. Now, I think we should go with Africa first, before South America. South America's pretty easy. You just do it like a Colombian, easy from a claims perspective. There's like a Colombian dream, whatever it's called, or what was his name? I've forgotten his name. Was he called Colombo? No, I don't think so. Colombia. Who's the guy? I can't remember. Anyway, the guy who led Colombia when it was bigger, when he wanted to unify all the Spanish-speaking world. Did he want to include Brazil? I don't know. Anyway, you can get claims for Colombia on like everywhere, so that would be fairly easy. But you can do the same thing for Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the leader of the African Union in Terra Invicta, and I think it's a good idea to do Africa because there's more regions in Africa, right? We are going to run into problems, like the fact that there's such a guerrilla war here. Only moderate inequality, though. We can get that under control. But yeah, we're going to unify up Africa into Ethiopia because that gives us more regions where the aliens could possibly land that we have control of. That's the goal. So I think I'm going to do Africa. And yeah, the Caliphate is less valuable if I've already unified Africa, including like Egypt, and we'll be able to put Turkey into the EU. I don't know if we can get Iran. Surely Russia should be able to get claims on Iran, since they historically, conquered a fair amount of it. They had to give it back, sure. But I mean, they did yoink it. So, but for now, we're focusing on unifying China. That's where our councilor's time will be. In space, the situation is looking good. I noticed that Exodus has moved a big fleet into Earth orbit. I'm curious if that will survive. They are in conflict rather than at war with the aliens, so we'll see what happens there. But they're still friendly to us, which is good. But we did manage to take from them all these low Earth orbit stations. Now, I meant to check. We didn't actually end up with as many low Earth orbit stations as I expected. So let's take a look. The Resistance, definitely no low Earth orbit stations. Humanity First, no even Earth stations. Initiative, likewise. Servants, they have one high Earth orbit station, which we should get rid of, because it does have a space dock, but I don't want to peeve the aliens right now. Protectorate has a couple, including some better defended ones, but no really big ones. And then, yes, so Exodus does actually still have 4. I thought we concluded that Exodus had lost all its low Earth orbit stations. I must have just been looking at the wrong screen or something when I concluded that. Yeah, they still have their low Earth orbit stations. Okay. Maybe it was someone else. Maybe it was... Did the Resistance suddenly lose all of them? I don't know. Anyway. We have Alpha 37, our 3 monitors, who have been doing pretty darn well with their Ares torpedoes so far. Very happy with how they've performed. And we have Alpha 40 with their advanced marines ready to wreck stuff up. Let's unpause. Get the game rolling. Get China a little bit more stabilized, if possible. Eurasian Union is plenty stable now. China needs to get back below 2. Anything above 2, you're losing investment points I could be using to lower the inequality. They're now on subversion. I should put someone just permanently on here. The ferrocite emitter. The following cybernetic implant. Ferrocite emitter. What the heck does that do? That seems dangerous. How does that work? We're going to get the emitter. I don't trust myself to spell ferrocite. There we go. Emitter. Enables our scientists to get the following implant cybernetic. It's not very informative, is it? Well, we will research that because I'm just very curious. I assume that gives you like a big persuasion boost. But we don't really need persuasion on more counselors, but you know, more abilities is always good. We need to have one person basically permanently on lowering unrest in China. I'll put probably faith on that. Policy for China. Why can't I disband this army? Requires consolidated executive control, that's right. I am going to piece these out, just in case. You can do it again. I am just going to get China out of all of its wars, because there's no need to be in them. And I'm just worried that they might, it's not likely, but say, whatever, the servants take control and then ally it to North Korea and then they nuke Beijing. That'll be bad. Improved shipbuilding techniques is done. Nice. Next up, we'll take... Might be time to try and go to Jupiter, but I feel like... I've certainly heard that the aliens get a lot more aggressive once you go outside of Mars's orbit. Interplanetary policies, independent habitats. That's the one that gives us why, when I right click here, can I not see the projects that it unlocks? That's a fundamental design flaw, in my opinion. Full tree, pole, because I mean, it really wastes your time. That's the one that unlocks independent habitats. I really do want this. Is it time for that? Are we researching another society tech? We are? Yeah, okay, we'll probably do it after this one, then. Right now, we'd like an energy one, it looks like, based on how I'm doing stuff. So, Newtonium containment. Let's start with the cheapest one. Gotta make sure we outbid Exodus. We've completely destroyed it. Good. Yeah, make sure we outbid Exodus, but I'm just going to bang out a couple of these energy ones so that we can keep going down the tech tree that way. Media literacy training's done. Knowledge priority upgrade. Nice. Red teaming. I've got to get that. I've got to get those ferrocite emitters, right? I mean, it just seems dope. See what this does. Oh, sorry. This is not a science slot. I'd rather do something else, like a rail cannon. 700 range. I really feel like I want larger range. These don't seem that good. Stealing stuff, new counselors. And when I do get lasers. Yeah, I want ones like this one, which puts the lasers on my stations. I assume it says that even if it isn't actually going to put the lasers on your stations, because they would be a downgrade. We'll see. Component armor. We will take a look at that. It should, yeah, I think the text should be more informative, but maybe that's part of the kind of feel they're going for, is you don't really know what a tech will do once you invent it, but I'd like a toggle on that at least. Okay, so Faith. Yeah, Faith. You can just stay... You're not a fast learner, are you? No, you can just stay on Unrest in China for a while. But Valerie, I got better things for her to do. So this tech gives claims on Tokyo, so it's going to be all of Japan. Seoul, South Korea, it's got to be North Korea. Where else? Singapore. Kathmandu, cool. Bangkok, okay. Bangkok is Siam. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so let's focus on getting control of all of these nations. We have the control point cap. Let's get to it. Ideally, someone else will take North Korea from Exodus, so I don't have to be aggressive towards Exodus. But it looks like no such problem in Thailand. Cyprian, if you could crack down on Laos for me. And, yeah, we're just going to basically hard unity invest in all of these places. Unity and welfare a little bit, probably. But they're not, population ratio-wise, you know, they're not big compared to China. The only exception really is, I mean, Vietnam. Vietnam has as many people in it as Japan. Is that historical, or is that a change since the start of the game? But anyway, yeah, I mean, Japan's looking pretty good. Thunder, you can crack down. Are you any good at it? Not really, to be honest. Ooh, and Exodus controls Singapore as well, so that's a bit of a bother. In which case, there's still space assets. Sorry, alien assets. Yeah, just go deal with those alien assets. It's fine. And Sonia, I don't need you hard stuck doing this boost. I think Japan is going to be the hardest to break into. Largest economy plus largest population. We might be breaking into Indonesia, which also has a big population. But so let's get Sonia boosting over in Japan. Apart from that, any level ups? Yes, lots of them. My bad. All right, Sonia. Now the question is, do I go command or science? And I think the answer is science. I'm really finding myself wishing I had more science on a lot of my people. You know what we should also do? Let me update my sheet. So right now, we've got Sonia, Cyprian, Thunder, Faith, Valerie, Jing. Those are our 6, yes. Sonia right now is said to be upgrading command. Because she's... actually, Sonia should upgrade command because she's a persuasion counselor. I'm likely to want a persuasion counselor for the rest of the game. Not advising. Thunder is going to be advising. So Thunder should be upgrading science right now. You do want to use command when advising, by the way, but that's okay. That's Cyprian's job. Cyprian will be the command advisor if we need a command advisor. So Valerie right now needs to get 1 more admin, my notes say. Probably because you have 2 too many. No, you actually only have 1 too many. So what am I going to take off you if you have 1 more? This? That doesn't seem likely, does it? 15. Yeah, you don't... Well, I'm going to trust myself and put more admin on her, but... Is it because I wanted to swap it for something else that also gives admin? No, you now have 27 admin. So 2 too many. I mean, surely I don't want to take this off her. No, this gives loads of good stats. I can only take this off her if I put on... I mean, ideally we put on... I guess, okay, we'll put 3 more admin on her. And then I'll be able to take off Ryan and Company. And then I'll be able to put on... What would I even want at that point? Like DARPA? I guess. Yeah, DARPA. Okay, fair enough. That wouldn't fit, though. Yeah, I'm not sure about this logic. Why would I... Well, we'll stick to that plan, I guess. Now, Cyprian, definitely we push science on him. Science, good. And then what have you got? Could have more command. He's at 25 command right now. I gave him one more command. He's probably at 25 espionage. Let's not mess with this stuff right now. let's just keep going for a bit here. So Faith, you know what? Actually, Faith we should push command on. Yeah, good. That is what I've written down. We should push command on him just so that we have 2 really good command attackers when we, you know, if we might need that. I don't think he needs any of these. A bit more espionage. We've got the money right now. Let's give him a bit more espionage just so he's harder to spot. I am very much taking the attitude that max security is a very high priority. Do you have espionage that I can give you, by the way? No. Do you? No. Okay, do you? Just checking everyone now. You? No, I don't think so. I should just remember what it's called, really, shouldn't I? Okay, so everyone has max espionage from augments. Now I don't ever need to check that again. Good. Okay, so in summary, Sonia, we are pushing her command because I would like the control point cap, and she's likely to not need to use her. No, you know what? Let's push her science. We're pushing command on another one anyway, and I'll want to get her advising at some point. Tunda, we are pushing science because we want him to be able to advise somewhere for good science. Valerie, we're pushing her admin up so we can swap out for one of those extra orgs. Cyprian, we're pushing his science so he can advise the US and be a perfect 25, 25, 25. Faith, we're pushing his command so he can help out Cyprian when there need to be, when fighting's to be done. And Jing, we are pushing science so that she can advise, and she's getting there pretty fast because she is a beautiful, beautiful quick learner. I love me a quick learner. Now the fact I can't click on this means I think it's gone. I'm not certain about that, but. And in space, our priority right now is mines. Let's take a look at Mars. I'm pretty sure we have full mining on Mars, except in places that have really bad metal. No, here could do with it. Okay. This is the one that looks like I was in the process of upgrading. So a colony mining complex here. We absolutely cannot afford what it costs. Probably about 450 metal. All right, we'll wait for that. There must be a way to see what it costs to build in space, even when you you have some of the resources. Like, it's very strange to me that it really doesn't seem to want to show me that. And the build in space number in the bottom left is wildly different to the one in the top right. Because it's an upgrade. Okay. Yeah, well, we need more metal. Let's do it. Let's when we get to 1,000 metal. That can be our break point for knowing that we should go and do our mining upgrades. Because I'm worried, I'm really quite worried about our space resource upkeep. Major flooding in Los Angeles. We will do what we can. Public campaign success. And I am just going to permanent assign that for now. Until we get a decent pile there. There's electromagnetic propulsion, which unlocks fission pulse drives. Cool. We'll go with just the next cheapest one. Powering through these different reactor techs seems good to me. Peaceful in China. Faith, you're the one I'm going to have do that permanently. So just keep on keeping on. I probably shouldn't have permanent assigned it because I am going to want to know when I need to stop that. But good crackdown in Laos. Earthquake in Russia. We'll use the opportunity and send aid. Mass driver. But yeah, I think I am going to stop defending interests. It's a bit risky, but we have really good agents to take stuff back, so I'm not too worried. There's China at peace. Good. There's still more. Just carry on them. And a bunch of modules for the picked clean stations. Oh, that's right. I built these to... I didn't make them rings. Because we're a little short on mission control with all the extra mining we're trying to do. Fair enough. Valerie, Godspeed, 84%. Nice. Success. Great success was had. Stop investing in the economy. Stop investing mostly in knowledge. Got plenty of unity out of these guys. Just try and prime it for the merging of the welfare stat. Surely the welfare stat is calculated by person. So... it'll be China's welfare stat times its population plus Thailand's welfare stat plus its population divided by the total population of both put together. That's what I have to imagine. Wow, you're really struggling here. We're going to need to boost opinion. Maybe I should be going for Japan first, because that's where the science is. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's do that. We've got a lot of influence to spend, so I'm okay with going with a hard crackdown. We will target the legislature, because it makes it easier for us to crack down the executive. The sooner we get the executive, the sooner we can consolidate executive control. Valerie, go ahead and purge the executive out of Thailand for precisely that reason. Rue, don't really have much for you to do. Ah, you can purge Laos, though. Since that's easy to do now that we've cracked down. Now, these points we should control, but I'm going to try and do it only once we finish taking over a nation, just to save us a turn. It's risky, but a Remas scoop. What the heck does that do? Or maybe it's a Remus scoop and it's a name. Maybe that lets you refuel at gas giants or something? It's the only context I can think of for a scoop, really. Yeah, China. Oh, sorry about that. It's my egg timer. I've got to go check on my chicken. I'll be right back. From your perspective, this will be about 1 second. Right. Where was I? Right, yes. Unrest still dropping in China. Good. At least 2 more turns of that. Get it nice and low. Purge is firing down there. Ah, critical failure. Try again. Unfortunate. But our popularity is going to keep skyrocketing. Sonia is the most persuasive woman on Earth. So we'll be in a good shape there. And they've got a fairly decent investment spread, so... God, still more alien life forms. Good thing we spotted them. They were getting pretty big. Here are our purge... Oh, purge mission aborted because Exodus took control. That's irritating. I'm going to focus on doing all the areas that are not Exodus first. But I will eventually want to take this from them. We can always cheer them up afterwards. We are losing boost at the moment. Spending quite a lot of it on Habs. What's our administration complexes take boost? Okay. I may need to look into that then. I mean, how can I get a bit more? How much boost do I need? Actually, it's like, I mean, it's quite a lot more. We need to get like, well, I mean, it's clear, right? We need 0.3 per day. How much boost per day does 2 points of boost give us? 0.16 to 0.34 per year. What if India did it? 0.26 to 0.36. China, a bit lower. Russia, Eurasia rather, lower. So Europe does pretty well because it can put it down here. And I don't think there's a boost cap per region. So let's have India, the EU invest in boost, just because I want to put it down here in, what's this place called? French Guiana, is that right? I think it's called that. But yeah, we'll have them do a sizable investment in boost for a bit here, just to make sure that all stays under control. Needless, oh god, cohesion's going up to 7. Near peer or stronger rivalries. Okay, end your, who you rival to? Japan. Get rid of that rivalry. Any others? South Korea. Surely South Korea doesn't count as a near peer. They may actually. South Africa. Tigray. Lots of places rival to. Doubt it was any of them, but yeah, no, still not enough. So South Korea might count as a near peer. They'll probably say no. Yeah, I mean, 54% chance means never ever, right? So what can you do? Sri Lanka. Yeah, I might as well hide them to Thailand. All right, but that should lower it by 0.5 at least. Why do we want it lower? For the science. This means that we have significantly overspent on welfare in Russia. Let's cut that harshly and see where we can go from there. I should make sure that Thailand is allying up, getting them firmly under the nuclear umbrella. And then priorities-wise, yeah, it's a welfare, it's a slight unity, it's no knowledge, it's a little economy. Seems good. Valerie, are you able to just purge straight through this defense? You are, if I spend a bunch of influence, which I'm willing to do. That's fine. Let's make sure China doesn't get out of control. Breaking into Japan. Destroying that stuff. Boosting Japan. Yep, all seems good. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, by the way, while I was checking on my boiled chicken, which is for the dog, by the way, in case you're wondering, someone told me that the defend interests does help with yeah, I don't think well, actually I should check the tech tree on lasers, but it does apply. Defend interest does help against enthrall. That's what I was trying to say. So this all comes from visible combat lasers, right? Yeah, so let's look at the visible combat laser tech tree. So it unlocks just a staggering number of different lasers, which have no other dependencies, it looks like. And then ultraviolet unlocks the next tier. So each of these lasers is not itself a dependency for anything else. It's just trans-interface warfare and ultraviolet. So we don't need these lasers unless we actually want to use them right now. The projects, that is. That's very usually the case, by the way. Projects. There are projects that are, you know, conditioned, and others have conditions. But yes, we don't need to research any more lasers unless we actually want the results now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check which add lasers to the kind of, and again, railcan I'm not really interested in. And right now we're not interested in nuclear stuff either. We'll look into it later. Cerberus, nuclear torpedoes, battery development, I do want that eventually. Athena torpedoes, and yeah, let me check. Athena torpedoes I assume have the same thing, where these all come from, where is it? Missile Warfare Doctrine. I assume we don't need these ones in order to unlock the advanced ones? No, so Copperhead, Rattler, Hera, and Anaconda I should uncheck. So only interested in these. Oh, and there's antimatter torpedoes. Wow, that does a staggering amount of damage. That makes sense, I guess. Actually detonating a friggin' antimatter bomb. Olympus-shaped nuclear torpedoes. What? Olympus-shaped. I don't quite understand that. I guess that's just kind of incidental. They're Olympus-shaped nuclear torpedoes. Yes, point defense particle beam. I definitely want this. I should get all the second tier torpedoes, really, so that I can assess them against each other in with all the stats displayed in a more convenient way. Alright, I've got lots of ops. Haven't found the aliens lately. I guess because I just, you know, we had a long period where we were finding lots of aliens. I'm hopeful that that's just because we were finding and killing them, you know, quickly. Cobalt dust radiator. That is more waste heat than the ones we have available. Component armoring. Ooh, this is a... Oh, this is an internal thing. Halves damage taken by ships' internal components in combat. It doesn't seem that good. Because basically if they're through your armor, you're gonna die. At least that's my perspective. Advanced railgun batteries. Yes, even better railguns on our stations. Our railguns are the things that we've been firing at that they've had to be dodging. Nice, there is 25% faster shipbuilding. That's pretty nice. Really nice. Successful crackdown in Japan's good. I just noticed the resistance is doing something. What's this? Resistance hab on the moon. Oh no, that's on Ceres. It's been destroyed by the aliens. I'm tempted to get that from them, because this is a lot of water. Water is not the thing I'm most short of, but it would be nice to have a base out in the asteroid belt. Ideally, I want two that, you know, have the same orbital period and are on opposite sides, but Let's take a look. Is that a competitive amount of water in the prospecting world? It is the best in the world. Okay, yes, we will take that. I will yoink that. Probably just with a small mine. Just maybe a settlement. I really don't need my marine fleet. This costs as much as my marine fleet. Let's just do an outpost for now, and knowing that if we want to, we can increase it later. And this is, what would we call it? To reflect the fact... Oh no, I shouldn't have done outpost. We should have done settlement straight away. I think 400 days. Damn it. It was a misstep. Why? It's taking such a long time. It's interesting. Right, and this place probably isn't going to do so well on solar, is it? No. So we'll need a fission pile to power this. Because it can only have point defense arrays. But I guess a point defense array is plenty when you consider that we're not expecting it to fight off the aliens. And then in the future, we can, when we do want it to fight off the aliens, we'll change it. But Ceres also, you know, it's a cool location. So it's fun to have. But yeah, that's a lot of water. I don't want to let that go to waste. So this is a wet base. Good. And yeah, only costs 1 mission control to grab 92 water a month. I'll definitely take that. I'll take that every time. Alien fleet arrives. It's worth remembering, is that alien fleet still on their way? I think they have to be, right? Because you can't not change it. Yeah, okay, so here they are. On the 19th of September, they're arriving at High Energy Lab with their freaking massive 1.6 thousand power fleet. High Energy Lab, did I save you? Yeah, save this hab template for me, please. If they want to destroy it, they're going to destroy it, but I hope they don't because the hate has since decayed. By the way, if you want to know how alien hatred works, go use the wiki. I updated it like an hour and a half ago with extensive help from the Terra Invicta Discord. It's now accurate, unlike how it was more recently. Defense arrays and an admin thing. Good, yeah. Boost's becoming more and more of an issue. Maybe I need to even slow some of my knowledge and stuff investing here to make that happen. Whoa, and suddenly I dropped the Unity spending just a little bit, and the popularity tanks. Well, we'll get it back now that we're doing some more Unity spending. Knowledge is dropping? Ah, because cohesion is too high. Strain power is 2.4, so we should let welfare drop, basically. Because the only reason inequality matters is its impact on cohesion, as I understand it. So no welfare spending for you, EU. Serve 2. This is a weird looking station. What have I done here? Just put an admin complex, ag complex, lead defense array, and then the minimum. I guess because we're trying to save all our metal for mining. Fine, fine, fine. So yeah, you should have no welfare spending. I actually want your inequality to rise a little bit. America, are you in the same boat? No, America is okay still. So I guess we're shooting for like 2.5-ish inequality. We still need a little bit just so it doesn't get too homogeneous. Could also make it less homogeneous by making it bigger, I guess. So we can't really pick a number because it depends on the population, but unifying this up would change things for us. Okay, so Mars. Tit for tat base needs the colony mining upgrade, which we can do from space now. Hurrah, hurrah. And then it's going to need some solar farms. It's not going to be enough, is it? One more, maybe? We're keeping these really cheap on fissils, remember? Which is why I'm going so hard on solar farms. I need to fill the whole darn thing. Cool. And it looks like we might have just enough for one more. This one's already upgrading. Is your power situation going to be okay when you come online? Yep, good. Curious, already upgraded. Power situation already good. No, power situation not good. Admin complex offline. But ag complex has arrived. Meaning I can put a solar farm here. And resolve the situation. Excellent. Also, these other ones Did any of them not have admin complexes? No. Good. Okay. So here's the next one. Let's get that colony mine upgrade in there. Narrowly afford it. May not be able to build, yeah, I need to wait a couple of days for the solar farms. They're not very expensive. Oh god, turning those ones off has tanked my metal even further. Successful purge in Thailand, love to see that. Do we need again 45 metal for these? Yeah. Speed 5. Plasma wave drive project, we'll check that out too. Right, we'll go back to that building in a moment. So Valerie, you're my my hard purger. We can have Faith can actually come and purge this Japanese point. With an influence spend, he'll be good enough to do it. And Cyprian can crack down on one of the others. Defend interests. Bonus to public campaign in this mission. Yes, that one. In this nation, rather. And yeah, we're spending a lot of influence, but, you know, too good to use is a devastating disease that affects many people worldwide, and it is to be avoided. Valerie, if you could... Actually, while you're here, if you could just lock down Thailand, that would be good. And yeah, we need more unity spend so that I don't need to bother with the... Excuse me. Bother with the mission to increase popularity in the region. Looks like European Union's got things back under control. Its boost score is rising. Good. Got to make sure we don't run out of boost. That could cause serious problems. So, Mars base here. That's where I'm still building. Is that enough? Not quite. But only just not quite. I am going to... No, I'm not going to scrimp and save. We need them to be solar farms so that I can replace some of these fusion reactor arrays. Give me that solar farm. There we go. That's plenty now. Okay, we'll wait for another 1,000 metal before we start doing some more building. Layer defense serve 2's done. Great stuff. Advanced railgun batteries deployed. Nice. Let's grab those torpedoes that we wanted. See that. Successful crackdown in Japan. Good. China has been reduced. Keep going. Yeah, China, it really wants to have more unrest. It really feels like it goes up by more than 0.25 per month. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. It really feels like it, though. Whereas India feels like almost less. Superconducting magnets gives advanced hydrogen containment and antimatter containment. Ooh. Antimatter containment, certainly exciting. But let's grab advanced mission systems first. Oh, no, sorry. I shouldn't have done that. It's a... didn't mean to double up on energy tax. My bad. No matter. Oh, yes, one thing I learnt while I was looking into building... not building... The hate burn-off thing, the one I was updating the wiki for. Don't... When you know the aliens are going to destroy something, don't put modules on it. I always assumed that putting modules on had a... Like, how many work-in-progress modules they destroyed had an impact on the hate burn-off. It doesn't. It doesn't. So, if you know the aliens are going to destroy a station, you're just rebuilding it so they can destroy it to keep burning off hate, just leave the station as just the core module. They do get hate for destroying an in-progress module. They don't for a... we can purge servants out of Taiwan. But there's no point purging into Taiwan. So because Taiwan is a breakaway, there's a permanent rivalry. In order to end its breakaway status, requires... it may declare independence. Surely I can declare independence, have China say, nah, that's all good, I don't care, and then peacefully unify them. Does that make sense? Like, how do I see... Like, if you talk to China, do you have a declare independence, like, condition? No. China can declare war on Taiwan. So I guess we need to take control of Taiwan, declare on it by China, have the Taiwanese army just leave. But then the problem is the Chinese army with 3.8 might lose. I guess I'd have to send in the US army. We'll do Taiwan last. They seem... they're a pain. Instead, Valerie, if you could come in here and... Japanese executives a little bit out of reach. But you know what? You could crack down the Japanese executive instead. While Cyprian cracks down the other Japanese point. While Faith scoots in here and yoinks that already cracked down point. Very nice. Tunda, you defend my interests in China. We are getting to the point where we're defending too many points at once. It's costing us a lot to do it, but I'm going to do it in China a couple of times just to make sure it stays defended. Because we definitely... It does help against enthrall. Not as much as it would help against other things, but it does still help. Exhaustion materials seems important. Territorial defense. Yeah, let's get territorial defense done for the basically purely for the US military. They are attacking me. Oh no, I accept. They're going to say no. What? No, why? Why? Well, we're going to lose this one. Look at this thing. This is yeah, I have low hopes. It's a shame. This is going to cost a lot to rebuild. And I'm doing a bunch of research that's assisted by it right now. I think it's going to just be one flash, and then the layered defense array will blow up. That's how this is going to go. Because, I mean, look at this thing. The Golden Void Sailor class mothership. Jesus Christ. Oh. Surprised they haven't fired yet. I can't really see what the range is. Oh, there we go. What is that? That is fast. Can we shoot it? Can we even point defense against whatever that thing is? Looks like no. I'm going to have to imagine. It didn't kill it. Okay. It put 29 damage in there, though. And it fires repeatedly. Yeah, I mean... Goodbye, layered defense array. Apparently this thing is completely unblockable. And that is fast. That would be hard to dodge unless you were insanely maneuverable. Goodbye, high energy station. Yeah, it's going to cost me a fair amount of boost to replace that. They might not destroy it, actually. Given that they are no longer mad at us. Maybe they had just already committed to attacking it, but not necessarily to destroying it. In case that is the case, I'm going to begin rebuilding. Because I don't want the servants to, like, sneak in and blow it up while it's weakened. Crack down on Japan, crack down on Japan. So I have mining complex base in various places. Good. Didn't have a huge impact on my metal income, sadly. China success. Good. Do it again. And purging our way in here. And then we will go straight for executive control. I think we have sufficient boost up here. I should move Sonia somewhere else. Probably South Korea. Looks like a good next target. Populous. Relatively wealthy. So Sonia, if you could switch your efforts to South Korea. Valerie and Faith. Not Faith, sorry. No, it is Faith. Faith will be... I'm going to spend to make sure it comes good. And Cyprian, you can begin your crackdowns in South Korea already. Amazing. Gives me good control here. Welfare is still a big priority for us. More than economy and unity. Good. How is the... Yeah, good. So look at this. This unity spending is pushing things in our favor here. We do need to lower the unrest, actually. Tunda, if you could divert from that. What's the Tunda like? What's the unrest like in Japan? It's not terrible. Is it trending towards 2.1? Yeah, it's fine. Get Thailand under control for me. Because we need there to not be a coup. Because we're not doing any spoils, which makes it easier for us to be couped. Their defense array is going up in Mars, but our boost problem is reducing. It's possibly that's just because of the attack. No, actually the attack didn't hit us. So is that alien fleet going home? It is! Nice! That's really good news. Going all the way home to Diamond Star Station. Good, so it's not gonna, they're not just gonna keep like an unbeatable force floating over us here. I'm very relieved to learn that. Civilized in China, but the number is not going down. It must be wrong. Like, there must be something that I'm not understanding because the tooltip lies, to be clear, not just because I'm a fool. Adamantine armor. Sure, let's get that because I don't want to be doing energy projects right now. Oh no, because they didn't blow up high energy base in the end, did they? But oh well. Typhoon. We will do what we can to help. By the way, how is global warming? 1.6. I mean, it's getting worse. Don't get me wrong. I feel like we have 50% of the world's support now. That's pretty good. And there is full control over Japan. Amazing. That's bad. That level of global warming is really bad. Don't get me wrong. But I don't feel like I'm feeling the suffering yet. Maybe there'll be like a ecological collapse event. And I will eat my words. But right now, seeming like we're kind of managing okay with the current level. So I'm not worrying about it too much. Welfare spending also lowers global warming very slowly. Much worse than economy increases it. Like, look at this. You do... What is it? Okay, increases. Mitigates global warming. Oh, it doesn't tell us by how much. But anyway, it's not by much is the short version. Alright, so Japan needs its relations tweaking. Unrivaled China. Ally all of our other members. Good, get them under our nuclear umbrella. Now, Valerie. Anywhere you can just straight purge. Could probably break into Cambodia. Let's just grab Cambodia with you. Because Faith is going to be grabbing this point. I should probably slow down my influence spending a little. We want to have a nice big reserve of it, but that said, as well, why don't you just max spend here? What else do I want to be doing? Lowering unrest in Cambodia is good. Pretty sure that's all what I want. I do want to lock down. Yeah, if you could just temporarily stop trying to single-handedly reduce the unrest across the whole of the 1.519 billion people of China to just come and defend my interests in Japan real quick. That would be nice. I need to get in contact with Exodus so I can tell them it's no hard feelings about North Korea and Laos. That means we can get plus 80 if we do both of those techs on new councillors. That's pretty good. South Korea is up to 30. Thailand still stabilizing. Successful crackdown. Nice. Give me a successful purge as well, please. 2 successful purges, ideally. 84's... It's lower than I'd like. Its XCOM rules definitely apply. -2 on enthrall. Good. Give me those ferricites. I'm just curious. Because it might not give you stats. It might give you, like, all of your missions are just more effective because you're always able to persuade people. Nice. Purged our way into there. And purged our way into there with a critical success. You love to see it. Give me full unity. Give me low economy, low knowledge. Here. South Korea, yeah, looking pretty good. Give me full welfare, less economy, less knowledge. I'm just trying to get the inequality numbers as good as I can on these places that I'm taking so that when we merge them into China, they have the biggest impact on China's inequality, which is our current, main roadblock. Our intelligence section believes the aliens are taking notice of our expanding space operations. Building more hubs may invite a violent response. Yeah, we are pretty high up there. Valerie, if you could go ahead and purge. Ooh, their defend ran out. Ooh, which probably means, it almost certainly means let's spend enough influence as if they are going to defend it. So Rujing, what I need you to do now is surveil South Korea. I bet. Oh, sorry, that's Protectorate. I'm worrying about it like it's Exodus. Don't do that. Don't bother. You can go back to trying to stabilize China all by yourself. Faith. Go ahead and purge that one. Valerie. Anywhere else we can kind of hard purge, as it were? Where is the Philippine control points? Oh, here they are. I just couldn't see them. You could crack down the other South Korean one, I think is probably good. Going country by country is kind of inefficient in some ways, because you want to grab the executive control in as many nations as possible, as fast as possible, to maximize... yeah, this is a protectorate agent that's just locked them down. Hopefully we'll still be able to purge our way through. Sorry, crack down our way through. Electrostatic plasma confinement, good. But yeah, the advantage is you do it in the one that you're currently boosting public support in. So, Vision Pulse Drives, this is the one I wanted. Let's grab that. Oh, she's at 99. Yeah, Thailand still slowly stabilizing. South Korea looking good support. One successful crackdown. 2 successful crackdowns. Very nice. Defense is fixed. Good. Yeah, reduced by 1 to 1.1. It is just hard stuck. It's basically costing us a councillor to hold China right now. But the inequality is tanking. Like, it's really tanking. Let's do even less economy. Purged in South Korea. Good. Good. I should set this as my default, shouldn't I? How do you do that again? You go here. Your design control template, yeah. This is called Be Well. Save. Set as default. Because it invests in welfare. It's a very intelligent name. I'm not sure if you got it. It's because I'm investing in welfare, you see. Right, grab that. Faith. Grab that. No, you grab this one because it's easier. And it's less important to fail if you fail. Valerie, you grab the executive. Because that's the one that's more important, because the sooner we get it, the sooner we get executive control. The sooner we get executive control, the sooner we can unify into China. Cyprian, go ahead and... Where is it easiest for everybody to do right now? Oh, Malaysia is undefended. Go ahead and have a go at Malaysia. Sonia, you're no longer needed to boost up there. Instead, come boost Malaysia. Integrated Earth Space Economy. Nice. Why did I want that again? Welfare and economy. It's probably for the welfare, wasn't it? Also gives us Accelerando. Use inflection points. Oh no, sorry, I think we already had that. Is it fleet logistics that unlocked? I need to remind myself why I wanted that. Integrated Space Economy. Space? Unlocks Accelerando. Yeah, GDP faster. Fleet logistics is required for Titanic spacecraft. Cool. Repair bay. Independent commands. Is independent commands what I was thinking of? Is that's got to be reducing mission control from ships, hasn't it? Molecular assemblers. DNA repair does sound pretty tasty, but I think I should keep it on a society tech. This slot. Let's take a look at this one. Accelerando. It's 2 C's. Gives induced inflection points, which lets you spend more, and global empire, which gives you 100 control point. I mean, that's pretty good, but it's a lot of tech to be spending to get it. It is worth it though. Like we were saying, we want to be. I'm okay having basically 2 slots on society tech, and the rest are on fighting the aliens and building ships. That's my current logic. Malaysia boosted by some. Nice. Thailand still slowly stabilizing. Ah, come on. Failed the 98. Hate to see it. And failed on the stabilize. Yeah. It's a problem. But here comes the almost certainly double success in Korea. Anti-satellite test. Who was this? Who was this? Australia. You idiot. You increased debris. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. There goes another admin center. Nice. There's one purge. There's another purge. Oh, no. Oh, I said it wrong. I'm an idiot. Or, no, maybe I didn't say it wrong. Maybe the initiative just got there first. That's fine, though. We will happily purge our way through the initiative here, too. Do a big spend. Make sure we get it. Need maybe a bit more unity spending. Just to make sure we get control of that. And we got the main one. So that's okay. Now faith. I'm assuming, yes, the unrest in India's getting a little high. So it should be good. Oh, right, we've got 1,000 metal. Let's go mining. So these all look good. So this one, we done on the 27th of December. This is one of the really big metal ones, so I don't want to mess with its power supply right now. This is a less big metal mine. Good on other stuff, so yeah, let's do here. Give me that colony mining, and then give me those solar farms. I'm going to keep doing it the slow way, just so I don't accidentally build too many. Okay, so that's enough power. Now, should there be something else here? What am I missing? Where's my ag complex? I haven't got an ag complex here yet. That it's going to cost us. Ag complexes are expensive. Do I even need an ag complex here? Yeah, well, or 2 farms, but I'm okay with that. So we have 1 slot and 23 power remaining. Put an energy research center. You know, kind of why not? Costs metal. It's part of why not. Skunk works. What did I say I had? 23. Not enough for a skunk works. Got a point defense. Oh, I've got a hydroponics bay here. Okay. We don't need that, which means I can replace it with a skunk works, and there'll be enough power. Nice. Now we have 3 power available. Pretty sure. Actually, there might be something that takes 3 power. Like a really cheap lab. Doesn't look like it. I'll leave that as is for now then. And then we only have 400 metal remaining. So what I'll do is I'll just quick build without spending any boosts. A bunch of solar power here. It's going to go up to 380. That's not going to be enough. 460. Probably one more. There we go. That'll do for now. Oh, and can I upgrade the wing complex from space right now? Yes, I can. Good. Alright, now I'll keep saving up metal. Sanctions. Tensions are mounting. GDP increase in Iran. That's fine. Bothers me not. Adamantine armor is done. Cool. We'll go and check if that's any good. Now, is there anything down here in the non-favorited stuff that I really do actually want? Eventually we want... I don't think we've actually unlocked the... Oh, African Union will be at the top of our favorites because I think this is alphabetical, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. African Union. Ethiopia gains a staggering number of claims. Space Hotel? No, it costs boosts. Well, realistically, I'm not going to do that. It costs boost. Cost of direct investment. Influence cost reduced. Influence cost is not the limiting factor. I'm not going to do that. Welfare priority. Now you're talking. I know. I said that was the one for shipbuilding components, but still. Right, I'd like to check if this adamantine armor is any good. Sounds good. Adamantine armor. 5 tons. Wow, that's light. It's a bonus versus kinetic. Okay, well. Yeah, this is definitely better. Doesn't make any difference on the troop carrier because they have no armor, but we're not using the low Earth orbit ones anymore, are we? So I can get rid of them. Upgrade. Congratulations. What does it cost, though? What's the new thing that it costs? A bit more noble metals. That's fine. And this is a valid refit. Cool. Save that. So it should have more of everything. Yeah, more Delta V. The main difference I've made by doing this is just make it more Delta V. So this old one is obsolete. And we go to ship construction, and we go block 3, refit dock ship. This to this, this to this, this to this. We just get that done. Cool. More Delta V means more maneuvering in combat, more dodging missiles, that kind of thing. Malaysia, repeat it. India, unrest reduce. Punitive sanctions again. Australia, GDP Don't care. I don't care about dropping Australia's GDP. In the fullness of time, I expect to own Australia. So, kind of fine with that. Crack down on Malaysia. Good. God, unrest in China is skyrocketing. I need this guy to come and help with the unrest in China. It basically takes 2 people to keep China under control. But we're getting there. I mean, you know, what are councillors for? Got to use them, right? There we go. Full control over South Korea. This much unity spending is excessive. There we go. So is inequality rising in Europe? Yes. Good. Controversial opinion. Good. Faith. Need you to drop the unrest in China. Jing, you've failed me too many times on that. Go defend Russia. Take a break. Have some more security. It's because our command is low, by the way. Obviously, it's not you know, it's not a personal failing. Did I want to push your command, or did I change my mind? I think I changed my mind. Science is also good for Thunder. You are science as well, yeah. Science is also good for the integral defense. So, and you're the one I'm pushing command on, right? Or did I change my mind? Valerie, no, you want more admin. That's right. That's 1 more. You need 2 more after this. Cyprian, you can just keep cracking these down, I guess. Valerie can come in and purge this one. Is that everyone that could level up, leveled up? No, you can. Amazing. Keep getting that science. Anybody else? Yes, Faith has quite a few. Max security on Faith. Good. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's the long-term, short-term play is really interesting because the sooner you start advising with your 25%, 25 admin, you boost your economies more. But the sooner you start advising, the sooner you stop your councillors gaining XP because they gain XP from contested missions. So I really struggle to know when you should do it. It's tricky. Tricky. 200% more revenue from sale of stuff to Earth. Nice. Successful crackdown. Should have cracked down oligarchs first time. That's my mistake. Another mining center. Iron, or rather metals upkeep rising away. Love to see that. Yeah, everywhere seems... I mean, the AI... Maybe it makes sense. Well, it doesn't really make sense for the Protectorate. Like, for the servants, it makes sense that they would just kind of ruin nations. But it seems like the AI really just ruins their nations all the time. Which I don't like. You know, it seems... it makes the fight against them on Earth much easier than it would otherwise be. And it kind of also makes the fight against the aliens harder than it should be. Because they're kind of unrealistically dumb. You know, it's simple. Don't let your inequality skyrocket and your unrest be constantly at 6. It's not rocket science. Oh my god, unrest in China. Pan-Asian comp project is done. Nice. Get me... No, the other... Wanted another ambition. 25 more points. We do need more as we can. I mean, we always need more. I'm relentlessly hungry. Let's get this 15% impact from public campaigns. That seems good. So China, you got to make sure your our new places are fully allying up. Got to do that for Cambodia. It's going to take longer to get them in because of that misstep. My bad. Same with you, but you can go straight to ally on China. That's good. So just keep closing all these. Oh yeah, can I... Yeah, don't give me a pushed alert on rivalry ends. That is unnecessary. Or on new alliances. That's policy offer accepted on all of them. Okay. Have offers to defect. Hadrian Base. Owned by the Protectorate. The Protectorate. All locations. Hadrian Base. Am I crazy? None of these are called Hadrian base. There it is. Lots of volatiles, but it's on a rock. So no. I decline. Alright, what was I doing? You... Yes, can join a federation as long as you maintain the alliance for a bit longer. You can join federation, but you need executive control for 180 days. Don't I need that on you as well? Yes, I do. Mauritania is one of your allies. Interesting. But yeah, we need to move towards alliances with China as soon as possible. We can do it right now with Japan. Good. Did I not do Japan into the umbrella? I did. Okay, it's just that must have timed out. But yeah, got to keep checking China, making sure we're allying up as fast as possible. Good stuff. Now, you're China, you're actually under control. Why is your unrest still so high? Per capita GDP, basically. Okay, but your inequality is officially too low. So stop investing in welfare, mostly, and divert instead to other stuff. And you definitely don't need this much unity spending anymore either. Nice, very nice. Okay, good. So we can increase India's spending into knowledge and economy dramatically. Really should start to come online as a powerhouse now. Hasn't taken too long to repair. Like, India was in a really bad state. Not as bad as China, but both reparable. Which is really good. Look at this. Initiative control over Asia. Swelling nicely. Okay, down. Yeah, I need to put another person on getting into India. Right, but we'll call it a part there. In the next episode, I hope to unify up most of East Asia into China, which is going to be great. Oh, did we get a claim on Mongolia? We did. Cool. We also need to find a Exodus person to talk to. Should be good. Excellent. Well, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in that next episode.